And this stinky tofu dumplings come with a dipping sauce. Let's have a try. I'm feeling that stinky tofu. It's just got that very nice and unique aroma. Hello everyone, welcome to DS Travel. I'm Dan. Today we're still going in deep into the hutong of Beijing and try to find some of the hidden gems of Beijing street food. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss out. Alright, let's go. Guys, right up front, deep inside a Beijing hutong, it's one of the most famous Beijing Zhangji noodle. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, we're at Fangzhuanchang Zhajiang Mian, and basically this is where people used to make bricks for all the construction. And they're really famous for the Zhajiang Mian. And there's two types of topping. One is boiled, one is fresh. And we're gonna start with the boiled one in there and mix in with the noodle. And then it's time to put the sauce in. The traditional authentic Zhajiang sauce, they has to have the oil and that bean paste. Those two are usually separated. And you're supposed to drip the oil on there first, then the sauce. Like after you drip in the oil, do a nice quick mix. Now it's time to put the sauce in. Wow. I can see that there are actually large chunks of meat in there. And you can also choose to put some vinegar in there. And this vinegar is special. I think it's some kind of special vinegar with the garlic soak in it. Putting some vinegar on top of it. You know, this adds another layer of slight sourness and also make it more moist and easier to eat. Now it's time to put the toppings on there. Put everything in. And usually people don't mix this in because these are really light and really refreshing. It's just there so when you feel that the Zhajiang noodle is too thick or too salty, then you can have a bite of that. Alright, ready for my first bite. The noodle is really nice and chewy. Wow. And that sauce, it's actually relatively mild. You know, slight sweet, nice fermented bean flavor. And just a hint of that vinegar. And I can taste that crunchy cucumber as well. You know, just that slightly crunchy and really chewy and all the texture together. Wow, it's really nice. Wow, one more bite. Wow. There's also like big chunks of meat. Let's have a try. That big chunk of meat is salty, savory, and super flavorful. It's a little chewy, not very tender, but I think it goes really well with that sauce. Oh, nice. Phenomenal. One of the most tried in Beijing. Oh. Alright guys, right up front, I heard this place has one of the best saumai in Beijing. and it's halal, so it's lamb saumai. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, I'm at Annei Laoma Saumai, and they're really famous for their lamb saumai. And this is what I got here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gigantic saumai. Looking very nice. And I also ordered another item that people recommend. This is called yang zha sui. Basically means the lamb organ soup. And it's got all kinds of lamb organ in there. We have to give it a try. Oh, and this place is halal, so it's only lamb and beef. The saumai actually looks different from the one in like Shanghai or south of China, and you can see on top that though the skin has a really nice flowery shape to it. And the origin of saumai, it's kind of like drinking food. People were selling this along with, you know, alcohol or beverages, and selling alone basically translates to saumai in Chinese. Very interesting, right? Let's have a try. Really flavorful, really juicy too. You immediately feel that bouncy, slightly chewy skin, and that floury skin on top, you know, give you that extra chewiness. And you can taste not just grinded lamb, it's also large chunk of lamb meat mixing with scallion. Really nice savoriness. Wow, this is amazing. Not overly salty and not gamey at all. Really nice lamb flavor. Oh, I love this. One more bite, 再一口。Alright, now let's try this lamb organ soup. Let's start with the soup first. This is flavorful. It's not salty. There's no organy, gamey taste at all. Really nice. Oh, and that chili oil on top, stimulating, spicy. Okay, let's try the organs. I'm just gonna take a big bite of everything. This is nice. It's really a celebration of textures. You have the bouncy, crunchy, chewy, you know, all kinds of texture in one bite from all kinds of organs. Oh, this is phenomenal. And I think the savoriness is just right. Not overly salty, not too light. Just enough brings out that unique, very nice, organy kind of flavor. Alright guys, I'm at Zhangji right now, and I've got the most famous 大懒龙, and looking very nice. I only got half portion, but the full portion is like 15 Chinese yuan. I only got half, but it's still really hefty, really dense, and that dough really thick and nice. I mean, really amazing. And that's also got lots of meat in there. The juices is just dripping out. You can see on the sides, that's brownish color. These are all the meat juices. All right, let's take a bite. Oh, phenomenal. That dough is really soft, chewy, and get a nice dough flavor to it. Now inside the meat filling, super flavorful. You can taste still little chunks of the meat, but mixing with that scallion, little sweetness, the whole experience is just so amazing. Flavor-wise, it's on the salty side, savory, really meaty, and really juicy. Oh, this is phenomenal, amazing. One more bite. Just so satisfying. Bite into this thing. Wow. Amazing. Meat juices generously soak through that thick, chewy, and soft and fluffy dough. Oh, amazing. Guys, right up front, there's a dumpling place selling some of the most unique dumplings I've ever seen. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, we're at Manjie Jiaozi and they've got something really special. I have two flavors. The first flavor here, this is Stinky tofu flavor. And the other one that I had is, this is with pork and century-old egg. Another very special jiaozi that I haven't tried before. And I've gotta say, their dumplings are gigantic and really packed with fillings. Really plump, really nice. And I think we're gonna start with the pork and century-old egg first. One bite. Wow, when you bite into it, the skin really chewy and get a really nice strength to it. Also a little soft, and you first hit that bouncy century-old egg, really bouncy, and it got nice fermented egg flavor. And of course mixing with that savory, meaty pork fillings, really smooth feeling. Love this, wow. And because personally I love century-old egg, this is phenomenal. And you get so much texture and flavor in that one bite. Amazing. One more. Really amazing. Oh. Love it. And the filling is salty enough, you don't need to add any other seasoning to it. Stinky tofu. Let's have a bite. I'm feeling that stinky tofu. It's just got that very nice and unique aroma. And when you bite into it, the same chewy and nice dough. But the filling, quite different. It's got a lot of like crunchy vegetables in there. A little refreshing and with meaty fillings. But you also can taste that stinky tofu kind of flavor. Not much of tofu texture, but really that flavor really comes out. Wow, that's phenomenal. And this stinky tofu dumplings come with a dipping sauce. Let's have a try. That chili oil aroma covers up that stinky tofu smell and becomes really mild. I've got to say, one of the best dumplings that I have tasted in a long time. So plump, so flavorful, really nice. If you get a chance to come to Beijing, come here and try it. You won't regret it.